Hello and welcome to Dahlbeck Aqua Designs. In this video, I'll be doing my full review on the Fluval Flex 32-gallon aquarium. So subscribers of this channel will know that I've had this aquarium for more than a year now. I've posted lots of updates on how the aquascape was evolving over time, and I have also uploaded a video on how to properly clean this type of aquarium. So in this review, I'll first be doing an overview of all the features of the Fluval Flex 32 gallons. I'll be telling you what's in the box when you buy the aquarium, but also what's not in the box and what you might need to buy if you get this aquarium. Then I'll be doing a quick suggestions on the type of fish that you can put in this aquarium. Following that, I'll be giving out my opinion on what's the pros and cons of this aquarium. And lastly, I'll be doing my whole conclusion on this aquarium and whether or not it's worth the money and if it's appropriate for you. So first of all, what's in the box? Well, obviously there's the aquarium. So you're gonna get all the glass box, but you're also gonna get a plastic lid. On this plastic lid, you'll find that there's one Fluval Aquasky light. This light, you don't need a remote to control the light. You control this light by using a smartphone via Bluetooth. With the app that comes with the light, you can control at what time do you want the light to come on and off, and you can even control all the different features of the light, meaning do you want extra white light, do you want to put a little bit of blue, red, or green, depending on what's your personal preference and what your plants need. The next thing that comes in the box is anything that's filtration wise. So you're gonna get a pump and you're gonna get output nozzles that will direct the flow that comes out from the pump. And you're also gonna get two large foam inserts that come with 2 bags of biomedia as well as activated carbon that you could put in the slots of these large foam inserts. All these foam inserts as well as the pump are in the back section. The back section is a integrated sump, meaning that all the filtration is done inside the aquarium. So there's no hang on the back filter, there's no canister filter outside. Everything is in this one glass box. Another feature on this aquarium is the honeycomb pattern. The honeycomb pattern is printed in black all the way around the aquarium at the top of the aquarium. The usefulness of this honeycomb pattern is to hide the water line, but also any water stains that is at the top of the water. Another cool thing with the lid of this aquarium is that there's a small hole that you can just press and it lifts to give you access to a hole on which you can feed the fish. There's also a removable back section at the top of the aquarium that you can remove just like this. And this way, when you remove this part, you can access the sponges of the filtration unit. You'll also find that on this piece of the lid that there's a small cutout. This is a piece that you can remove and you can install a protein skimmer in the back section of your aquarium. This is particularly useful if you want to turn your 32-gallon Flex aquarium into a tiny reef. So another thing that comes in the box is a self-leveling mat. This is a small piece of foam that you put on the bottom of your aquarium. Sorry, I'm scaring the fish. So you put at the bottom of the aquarium. This is just something to make sure that your aquarium is well stable on the piece of furniture that it's on. The things that are not included in the box when you buy this aquarium is the stand. So this is the piece of furniture that your aquarium sits on. Fluval sells an official stand that looks like this, on which you can put the aquarium. It's a piece of furniture that I like a lot. I've actually done a review on this piece of furniture, so if you're more interested on it, you can click on the video in the description. Please keep in mind that this aquarium holds 32 gallons of water, which means 32 gallons of water. It's quite heavy in itself, plus you gotta account for the glass and all your decorations that are in the aquarium, which means that overall this aquarium can get quite heavy. So you must be careful when you choose the piece of furniture that you're going to put this aquarium on. You can use the official stand that is made by Fluval, but you could also put this on other types of furniture. But you got to be careful because you got to make sure that the furniture that your aquarium is going to be on is able to handle the weight. If you're more interested on the physical features of this aquarium, such as the height, the width, and the length, well, I'll be putting these information down in the description of the video. Another thing that you might need is a heater if you've got tropical fish that require warm water. But good news, because the back section of this filter, that integrated sump of the FluvalFlex, is big enough for you to put a large heater in it. Another thing that you might need is a light. Yeah, I know. Some people need a lot of light, especially when they're keeping difficult plants and if they want a crazy aquascape. But the good news are that the lid that comes with this aquarium has another spot for you where you can put another Fluval Aquasky light. Meaning that if you require a lot of light for your aquascape, well, you can just buy another Aquasky and put it there without having to modify the lid or anything else. So now, let's talk fish. What kinds of fish can you put in this aquarium? Being that this is a 32-gallon aquarium means that you have more options than the 9 or the 15-gallon Flex aquariums. Meaning that you'll be able to house more fish or larger fish than you would in the 9 or 15-gallon aquarium. So stocking wise, you'll find that I'm a bit biased because I like the tiny fish that are a good complement with aquascapes. So that's what I'm going to recommend you. In this bigger aquarium, you can have a nice school of tetras, such as the rummy nose tetras, for example. And you'll also be able to have a nice school of Corydoras catfish. Right now, they're quite shy because I'm speaking to the camera, they're not used to it, so they're all hiding in the cave or in the back section with the plants. But that's something that I recommend. Having the rummy nose tetras or any other type of tetras in a nice school will make it so that you'll see these nice schools of fish that swim in the aquarium. Having some Corydoras will also mean that you're going to have some action at the bottom of the aquarium, which is always nice because you're going to have both the mid layer of the aquarium as well as the bottom layer of the aquarium that's going to have some action. You're also going to have a bit more space, so if you want to add a bigger fish that is still compatible with these tetras and the Corydoras, you still have the option to do so. So what are the pros and cons of this aquarium? Well, first of all, it's an all-in-one kit, meaning that when you're going to the fish store and you buy the aquarium, you got pretty much everything you need. The light that comes with this aquarium is also quite powerful and is very useful to be able to control it and program it directly from your phone. The aquarium is quite big, meaning that you'll be able to house a lot of fish, and you're also going to be able to play around and do some crazy aquascaping in it. Another thing that I like from this aquarium is that the back section, the integrated sump, is quite large, meaning that I can put a lot of additional biomedia in the back section that I can use to start other aquariums. There's also enough space in the back section to put a heater and other types of equipment if I need so. Another thing that I really like about this aquarium is how silent it is. I've owned other aquariums in the past that have filters that make so much noise. But having this integrated filtration system is quite handy because it also takes out so much noise. So what are the cons of this aquarium? Well, the output nozzle, I don't really like it. There's not enough articulation in it, meaning that you cannot really control where the flow is going. In the smaller flexes, the output nozzle are really articulated with many joints, meaning that you can really direct the flow however you want. So that's just a small tidbit. So a thing that I don't really like is on the back section. Mind you, the back section is quite big, which takes up some space of the aquarium, but it's not so bad. I like that it's big. It allows me to put a lot of stuff in the back section, such as biomedia or equipment, such as a heater. But on the back section, there's two spots that are a bit useless. As I'll show you in the B-roll, the back section is angled, and there's these small triangles on each side of the aquarium that are really hard to reach on, and in fact they're so small you cannot put anything in them. It's really hard to wash them. When I'm doing the maintenance, I have to put a small tube inside and pray that I get out all the waste. And in my opinion, it could have been done better because it's a bit of lost space, and that's just a small thing that I don't like about this back section. So in conclusion, should you or should you not get this aquarium? I personally highly recommend that you do. It's an aquarium that I've had for more than a year, and I've really enjoyed it so far. I really like the signature look that comes with the Flex series that Fluval has developed. The thing that I like a lot is the filtration system. Some people are not fan of it, but I like it a lot. Being that every piece of equipment is integrated in the back section that you don't see, make it really enjoyable for me. Because I don't have to worry about hiding a wire, hiding a piece of equipment, because everything goes in the back section. Meaning that we're not distracted from the fish or from the aquascape, and we can enjoy the whole aquarium without seeing all these pieces of equipment poking out everywhere. I also think that's an aquarium that's quite cheap, considering that you get a lid, a light, the rimless aquarium, the filtration unit, all in one package, meaning that you don't have to go to the other store to buy this other light or buy this filter that's not really appropriate for your aquarium or whatever. You don't have to worry about anything because it's all included, and I really enjoy that. So here it is. My final recommendation is that you go out and buy this aquarium. I liked it so much that I bought all the other aquariums in the Flex series, so let that sink in. So thank you for making it this far into this video, and I hope that I'll see you in the other ones.